Hello everyone, welcome to week 7. This week we are concentrating on the graph, one letter, I, making one sound of I this time. I as in, even though we say I, we pronounce it in this word as tin and win and bin. Okay, so that's the sound or the phoneme the letter I will make. Here are some words with the letter I in them, and this is how we say them. Tin, win, bin, pick, sick, dinner, slip, insect, with, and thin. Okay, so let's break this down into the phonemes. Tin, how many phonemes can you count? T, e, n. That's right, 3. T, e, I, n, tin. Win, win. W, I, n, win. Have you noticed something about the ends of these words? They all have a little word in there that you know. In, 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 in. So sometimes you look for little words in there that you might know. Let's go to the next one. Pick. How many phonemes? P, I, k. The CK is a digraph making one sound. Pick. Let's pick up these sticks. The next word, sick. S, I, k. 3 phonemes in that word, sick. I hope you are not feeling sick today. Dinner. Let's count these phonemes. D, I, n, Now you can see there's 2 digraphs in there. There's N, that's a digraph making n, and ER, another digraph making dinner. I wonder what's for dinner tonight. Slip. Slip. 4 phonemes in that word. Slip. Slip. Please don't slip on the wet floor. Insect. Let's phoneme that word. Oops. T. So in insect, the E in insect, last week we had the E making the et sound, and the E in insect also makes that et sound. Insect. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 phonemes in the word insect. An insect is a grasshopper. This is from the 100 Most Used Words. Width. A lot of you put an E on the end of that word. Okay, it does not need another vowel. It has got one in there. It has got I that says it, width, width. Last word, thin. Th, it, n. Th, it, n. Thin. My dog was looking very thin today, as dogs sometimes can. Now let's look at these words and try and find out if we can have a prefix or a suffix to them to get another word. So these are our base words. Win. Can we add a prefix, something in front of that word to make another word? No. But we could have a suffix. We could have wins, by just adding an S, or we could have winner. Tom was the winner of the competition. So that was our suffix that we added there. Let's look at the next word. Pick. Pick. Can we add something in front of it, which is a prefix, to make another word? I think I can. That's a prefix, un. Pick. My mum had to unpick the stitches in my pants to make them longer. Unpick. Can we add a suffix and make another word from pick? Picking. So we have unpick and picking from our base word pick. The next word is slip. Slip. We can't say unslip, do we? De-slip, no. But we can add a suffix, and I think you might know what it is. Slipping. I am slipping down the slide. Slipping. This word is thin. Thin. We can add a suffix of s, thins, or we can add thinner. That's another suffix, thinner, or we can have thinnest. This is the thinnest tree in the forest. Or we can have thinning. So there's a few suffixes there we can have, which makes this base word a few new words. Bin, bin. We can have bins. That's one. Can we have binner, binning? Not sure if binning is a word, but we can certainly have the S back. Bins. So that's our base word. We found one prefix, unpick, and there was a few suffixes in this lot of words. Here are some meanings of the words. Tin, a metal container which can hold food. Win, be successful and victorious. It's good to win. Insect, a small arthropod animal that has 6 legs and generally 1 or 2 pairs of wings. Insect pests. Spring actually has 2 meanings. The first one is move or jump suddenly or rapidly upwards or forwards. So it's a movement. I sprang out of bed. And the other meaning it's a name given to the season after winter, which we will be in soon, and before summer, because our winters nearly come to an end, and then we will be in spring. Sink, go down below the surface, to sink under the water. Oops, and then we've got, I think we had flick, flick, to flick something off us. And then we need to try and put words into sentences this week. And we actually had to do it from last week. Tin, bin, dinner, Skinner. Anyone pick that up? The I in my name says it. Skip, Skinner, with. So let's go to tin. Let's see. I opened a tin of cat food. That's my sentence. I opened a tin of cat food. Bin. We put our scraps in the bin with a full stop. Oops, we haven't got any finger spaces there, Mrs. Skinner. We put our scraps in the bin. Okay, so be prepared to put some of these into sentences as well. And then we've got, this is an interesting one. This has got the letter I as in pin. This has got the letter I as in. There's a little word that you know, in. So if we say this word is pin, do we say this word is kind? Kind. We say kind. So sometimes you can have a letter I in the word. You have to work out, does it say it or does it say I? Kind. Now, I'm going to give you a trick one, this one. That would say, that's pin, that would say wind. Okay, the wind blew strongly. That's kind. And that can say wind. Wind down your window, please. Wind, wind. Depends how you are using the word. Window, window. Got another one here. The I in this word says I, not it. So that says sign. Okay, so we've got pin, kind, wind, wind, window, sign. Okay, so sometimes it does get a bit tricky. We sometimes have to say the words out loud for us to realize we might have to change our pronunciation of the I in there. So these are your words, some of your words for this week, depending on which group you are in. So I would like you to write Monday's column down and then do your spiral spelling this on Monday, please. Your spiral spelling, please.